So next in the return to run, Ruth's top tips, I thought it might also be good to talk a little bit about kind of where you're running, some of the tools that you're going to use, things that can really help. So one of the things I found really helpful, especially with starting to get back and doing such short runs initially, was using the treadmill. For me, it gives you like a nice, flat, controlled surface. I could keep the speed really controlled. I could obviously hop off if I thought there was like any issues. I could have water there. I could also film myself, because one of the things I've really been working on is kind of run form, so I could like film what I was doing, send it to Lawrence, get his feedback. But yeah, I think particularly if you live somewhere quite rural, the ground's not always that even. I've also found, for me, I've not got that much ankle stability, so having that really nice controlled flat surface also really helpful when you're initially getting back in, because it means you're not putting like extra load on other sort of muscles and you're just concentrating on the running. The other thing I've also found is the lever. Obviously, I found quite helpful. Not so far in this current build back to running. So like I said, I've been focusing on getting the load in my legs and also trying to control how much I'm doing. But I'm at a point now where I've got that kind of base volume, and probably my next step with adding volume, I'll be using the lever to do it in a slightly more safe way. So I found the lever super effective with actually feeling like you're running. It's obviously much easier, much cheaper than going and using an Ultra-G. And yeah, like I think the range that you can take of weight off is so easy to use, and it's a really good way of being able to, again, control that return to run. Because, you know, you can literally do every week, kind of add another kilogram of weight back on, or what, you know, depending on how much you first took off. yeah, lever I found super helpful. The other thing that I've also been using when I'm outdoor, now that I've got a little bit more volume, is using the track. Not to do speed work as such, like I've just started introducing a little bit of sort of Ironman pace running, just to try and get the kind of mechanics and the efficiency there. But I found with the track, similar to the treadmill actually, but for some people access to track is going to be a bit easier than access to treadmill. It's like super controlled, good surface. You know, I've been doing sort of 200, so it'll be like 200 a little bit faster, 200 easy. So yeah, it's like just very controlled, so that's also quite good. The other thing you can obviously do, depending on what stage you're at, and I've done quite a lot of it over the years, is aqua jogging. I think pretty good to kind of keep that cardio base, and you can do some really good sessions on it, but also another quite good way of working on sort of some of your mechanics without load. But I'd say like aqua jogging, definitely something more at the beginning of your kind of rehab, or whilst you don't think you can run. So if you do sort of some of those run tests and you're like, no, not quite there yet, aqua jogging is a good one to kind of keep that fitness, but without the load, because obviously there's like not really any load with aqua jogging. Those are my kind of thoughts on sort of where you should run, how you should run, some of the tools that you can use, and hopefully that's helpful.